Hey guys, today we are going to fuse Perfect Cell and Super BUU. Let's go. Let's begin. I want to draw him from the side. I just had this idea on Saturday and I thought that you guys would like this fusion. So let's start with his forehead. It's the typical forehead of Dragon Ball Z characters. Then we will continue with his nose. He will get a nasty smile. And this isn't either a fusion dance or a Potara fusion, it's just a concept I made up. The eyes of Perfect Cell and Super BUU are almost the same, just the colors are different. Perfect, this is the face of Cell, and let's continue with the shape of his face. That looks good so far. Now the marks under his eyes, and then we can continue with the shape of his head and his ears. Let's give him the ears of Super BUU. And I will also give him the eyes of Super BUU. Perfect, now we can continue with his... well, I don't know what this is called, but I will call it the tail of his head. Very good. And now we will draw the spots of Perfect Cell to give this guy a cool mix of both. Just like that, just spread them out, but don't overdo it. So, and before we are going to continue with his body, let's do some more spots. Okay, that's enough. I think he looks way too much like BUU now, so let's give him the armor of Cell. And as you know, we are drawing him from the side, which means that his left peg have to be bigger than his right peg. Just like that, and now we can continue with his shoulders. And many of you are asking me which paper I'm using. And the paper here is Copic Paper. It's 70 grams thick, but it's not the best paper out there, guys. I just ordered a thicker paper, which is 250 grams thick, which is way better. It should arrive this week. So this is how the armor of Perfect Cell looks like, and it's a good mix of both, I think. What do you think? So now it's time to draw his arms, and I want to give him the arms of Super BUU and the stomach as well. So the body shape is more like Super BUU. Let's keep the proportions right here, and then we can continue with the left arm. And I also want him to have the bracelet of Super BUU on his arm. Is this a bracelet? I'm not sure. But anyways, here's the thing, and let's move on. I want him to have the pants and the belt of Super BUU. With the famous margin logo, and I wish I had a belt like that. Oh, and don't forget the spots on his body and his arms. Perfect. And now we can draw the large pants of Super BUU. I want him to do a fist. Okay, this looks pretty good so far. And don't forget the knuckles. It's a very detailed fist here. You don't have to be as detailed as I am on the sketching part, but I do it just because to show you guys. So another really cool thing. I want him to have the wings of perfect Ciao. That looks awesome. Now we can draw his right arm. And on the right hand I want him to concentrate some energy, so let's draw his hand in a cool pose. Let's draw his hand like an open fist. And of course the bracelet. And I want to give him the hands of perfect Ciao. Yes, this is a good hand pose. I like that. And let's not forget the other wing. And of course the spots on his right arm. So, and this is the sketch. And this took me a bit over 30 minutes. And let's move on to the inking. The pen I'm using here is from Faber-Castell, but you can use any pen you want. Well, there is not much to explain. The inking process is very simple. You have to work accurate, you have to work very slow and focus, and that's it. I think that we can speed it up here. There is one thing you need to know. When it comes to ink some small details, like these spots, I like to use the Copic Multiliner 0.05mm, which allows me to work very accurate. So, now the famous second part of the inking, which is my favorite. And to make the drawing look more outstanding and different, we will leave some thicker lines on the way. Well, I just go by feel. If you feel like you have to do your thicker lines on somewhere else, then just do it. It's your drawing. But I promise you, if you do it right, the end result will be great. So this is all I can say about this second inking part. I'm sure that you guys will get this, and let's speed it up here. Okay, we are done with the inking. It looks very good in my opinion, and the inking process took me about 40 minutes here. It's a good time. And now we can start coloring this guy. I want to start with his belt and his bracelets, and the first color tone I'm using is Y21, and I will shade it with Y28. For those who don't know, I am using the Copic Ciao markers here. And the darkest color tone is E35. These are the three color tones we will use for his belt and his bracelets. Okay, now we can continue with his pants. And I want the light is coming from the left side, which means that the right part of the drawing have to be darker. And this is how we are going to color this. The color tone I'm using here is BV31 and I will shade it with BV23. These are the two color tones we need. As always, I will add some highlights with the black color pencil, which gives the colors a cool effect. Okay, now we are going to color the black parts of his bracelets and his belt. This is the black Copic Ciao marker, which has the number 100. And I will complete the black parts with the Multiliner to get the clean lines. Looks good. Now we are going to color the lighter areas of the bracelet, and the colors I'm using here are BV23 and BV31. And we will do exactly the same thing on the other bracelet and the belt. And as you guys know, the armor of Ciao has the colors black and blue. So let's start with the black part. And after using the Copic Ciao marker, I like to go over the entire area with the black color pencil. And for the blue area, we are using the color tone E39. Perfect. And the same thing for the left wing. Okay guys, now we can continue with the front armor. It is pretty much the same process here, but the only difference is we will use one more color tone to make it look more shiny. And now we are going to color the black areas first. And we are using the Multiliner to do the clean lines. And now we are using B39 for the blue areas. And this is the third blue color tone, which is B24. And this is how you continue for the rest of his armor. And we are using RV29 for the eyes. So as I said, he will get the hands of perfect Ciao, and the color tones we are using here are BV31 and we will shade it with BV23. Okay guys, it's finally time to color the skin, and I was thinking a lot, should I color him pink or green? And as you can see, I decided to color him in green. So, and the first color tone I was using is G02, and now I'm using G05. Remember guys, that the light is coming from the left side, which makes the right part of the body a little darker. And for the spots, we are using the color tone G28. And for the part where the light shines at, we are using G000. And you can find all the materials, including the Copic numbers, in the info box. And this is how we are going to color his skin. And let's continue with the face and the head. We are using these same colors here. Well, I have to say, it looks good. What do you think, guys? Okay, now we are adding the last details and then we can draw the energy blast. Okay, first we are going to use this color pencil to do the raw sketch. So basically, I just wanted to concentrate some energy, which looks like this. Let's do one more flash here. Okay, this looks perfect. Now we can color it with BGO1. So now we are using the color BG39 to give the energy a nice effect. And to finish the energy off, we are going to blend everything with BGO1. Now, we are adding the last highlights of the drawing with BG39. So guys, it's finished! We are done with this drawing. And it looks great, I think. But there is one more thing left, and that's his name. So if you guys have any ideas, just let me know in the comments. And that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.